God bless everybody. Let me ask you, what are your credentials? I was thinking about the parable of Jesus and the fig tree, and it got me thinking, because I'm constantly asked, what are my credentials? Um, at work, I need several certifications and credentials in order for me to be able to do what I need to do. And so I think, I don't know why, but the thought of this parable comes to mind, Jesus and the fig tree. When Jesus goes up to this fig tree and looks at it, this fig tree has all kinds of leaves and stuff, but Jesus sees no fruit in it, and he curses it. A very odd thing to see, right? But it's like, man, I think about all these people that I've met over the years that talk big game. They talk a lot. They talk that they can do this, that they can do that. I hear stories of people that are capable of dismantling engines and putting them back together, that they can do brake jobs, that they can do this, they can do that, when in reality they've only done it once, maybe twice, on one specific type of vehicle. You see, I've disassembled and reassembled by this point way over 100, maybe 200 engines. I don't act like I know it all. I don't act or presume that I know more than others. No, not at all. I don't go around talking big game that I can do this, that I can do that. But I have done a lot, enough to where I'm comfortable with what I do. I've diagnosed problem jobs, very difficult, challenging jobs that have taken a long time to fix. Right? I have certifications that validate my job, that validate what I do. And then I run across these people who talk so much game. I mean, they barely have a year in the business. They barely have done anything, but they talk like, oh yeah, I've done brakes on my mom's Corolla, so I know how to do this, this, and that. I'm like, okay. I've done this at school, so I know what it takes to do this. Okay. I hear it all the time. And it just reminds me of that fig tree. That fig tree that just showed himself as a very robust, so many leaves. Like it had all the potential in the world. Like it had all the credentials in the world. But yet had no fruit in it. Had no actual qualifications, credentials to back up all the talking. Sometimes we're like that when it comes to Christ, where we can talk all this game about fighting spiritual warfare, and we do this and we can do that, but we can't even fast for more than 12 hours. We talk all big game that, oh man, I prayed once and this person got healed, and then we try to take all that glory, and it's like, what? Hold up, no. Jesus heal that person. The Holy Spirit working through you healed that person. Why are you taking that credit away? Whatever happened to one of the gifts of the Spirit called humbleness, humility, peace, love, patience, kindness? What about self-control? Having control of your tongue to not over-embellish what you can and can't do. You see, to me, that's what really classifies what kind of Christian you are. And that's in my perspective, okay? This is not like it's in the Bible, this are your qualifications. No. But I can see evidence of the Holy Spirit working in you if I see the fruits of the Spirit coming out of you. If I see that God has been working in you and you are overly patient, overly kind, you have an amazing self-control, an amazing level of faith, that you can heal, you can restore, that you can use your knowledge of science to guide people, to help people understand God's goodness and faithfulness and sovereignty over this world. Man, I see your credentials. It's not just about big talk. There's that saying, right, that a dog that barks won't bite. I've, in my youth, I've had a few run-ins with those. I used to be somebody that loved to get into fights. Never much of a big talker. I just go straight into brawling. Not proud of it, but that was my youth. And I always laughed at the people that just mouthed, that would just talk so much and not do anything. Again, like the fig tree, they were all talk, but had no substance. Wouldn't close their fist. They wouldn't get going. I guess it's the same way in the spiritual realm. When we want to face oppositions in our life and we talk all this talk about how we do this for the church and we do this for our brothers, but when do we ever have alone time with God? When are we ever growing those spiritual gifts with God? When are we growing a relationship with God? Where is the substance behind all that big talk? Where are the fruits behind all those big leaves? You see, eventually, if you keep talking that talk, a season of testing will come. And if you're not ready, the enemy hears you. The enemy listens to us. And when we talk big game, he's like, all right, you ready for the next level? Bet, let's go. I don't like talking big game. I'd rather catch my enemies by surprise. I stay humble. I serve the Lord. I do what I'm asked to do to the best of my abilities. And eventually when opposition, stands up against me and my family, I dig deeper. I seek God more. Not that I don't seek Him enough when things are going right. No, you should seek Him all the time. But I've learned that my help comes from the Lord. It doesn't come from anything else. So God bless you guys. Don't be like that fig tree. You'll end up getting cursed. All that talk and no actual game, no actual show of credentials. So what are your credentials? God bless you guys.